Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com. And who's Loy Machedo? Today the date is 29 March 2015. It's a Sunday and the time right now is 2:03 in the afternoon. Now, I've been getting these questions from quite a number of readers as to, being a marathon runner and a trainer, half marathon runner to be more specific, which is the best shoe that I would recommend or suggest to anyone, given the fact that it's not that I've tried every shoe on the planet. I've tried 4 of the top selling brands, and I kind of have an experience. The reason why my experience is unique because when I started off running, you need to understand I was 104 kilos, so I was really heavy. So every step I would take, it was more like pounding my foot with all that weight, and that would affect my ankles, that would affect my knee, that would affect my hip. So when I tried on the wrong shoe, I ended up with getting a lot of knee pain. I was not able to continue running. So over the period of time, I learned the right way of having to select the right shoe, because most of the salespeople who are there in these outlets, they just know that they're supposed to sell something. Most of them are not educated. So that is where I kind of learned as to how to choose the correct shoe, which is another video that I would put up as to how to select the right running shoe. Now, out of the top 4 brands, I just want to give you the top 4 so as not to confuse you and the plus and minus. At number 4, it would be Nike. Now, my favorite Nike shoe is here, the Nike Free Run. As you can see, the Nike Free Run. This was gifted to me by one of a very close friend of mine, rather my best friend. So this is the Nike Free Run. It's not cheap. At the same time, it's not very expensive, but I would definitely say I was given this gift when it just was launched. So Nike Free Run, it has a basic grip. The beauty of this shoe is it kind of bends, and you kind of feel the effect of running barefoot. The only drawback that I can think of this shoe is it doesn't actually support a lot of weight. It doesn't have the grip towards the ankle, because if you see the lace ends over here, so there's a lot of space left at the ankle. And the grip on the shoe is not a very good grip, especially if you're running on a slippery surface where a little bit of water is there. On the plus side, if you're actually looking for a shoe that, say in terms of free run, if you're looking for a shoe that helps you with your getting the experience of barefoot running, if you're not done barefoot, then Nike Free Run is there. But there are quite a number of other models that are there with the Nike brand. I tried most of them, and I'll tell you, the shoe by itself is not is pretty durable. It really grips onto you. Nike has a new selection that has come out. It's not very soft like the Nike Free Run. It gives you a great grip, but there's not much of a bounce. So if you're looking for a bouncy kind of effect, the Nike running shoes and trainers don't have that. However, the grip to the ankle versus the whole foot, it's pretty good, and especially if you're broad-footed a little bit. So I would recommend at number 4 Nike in terms of value for money, comfort, and running. At this is at number 4. At number 3, it was a really tough call to make because I had 2 of my favorite shoes. But I'll give you at number 3. At number 3 is my all-time favorite, which I really love, even today, even though it's used quite extensively, is the Saucony series. I'll tell you, if you Saucony, I just learned the pronunciation. Okay, now if you're actually planning to get a shoe that can take care of, if you want a shoe that's really, really comfortable, especially when you're going for a half marathon, you want a shoe that doesn't overheat your foot, especially if it's hot, doesn't make your foot uncomfortable, that gives you the bounce. Because the first time I wore this Saucony shoes, I really felt it was magic, because that particular day, I remember I'd finished I'd unsuccessfully not managed to complete the stand chart full marathon. I ended up having a hairline piece of glass under my foot, which had to take 2.5 hours to scrape it out. Finally, I managed to get. I could not walk, but the minute I wore the shoe, I was able to run very easily. And this is the Cortana Z Power Grid series, I think. SaucFit, SAUCFIT. So it's CORTNA. Here it is, CORTNA. I hope you can get that. Here it is. So I love this shoe. This is by far one of my favorite shoes in the Saucony series. And even today, any Saucony shoe that you wear, You'll find it's really comfortable and it's really enjoyable experience. The plus side of a Saucony shoe is it is very comfortable, especially if you're running, you're wearing the shoe for more than an hour, 2 hours. Very, very comfortable. Nice little bounce that you get with the shoe, and it's really tight. And given the fact that if you have an ankle, you want to grip it at the ankle here, there is one more point at the shoe. So the Saucony shoe, any day, I would highly recommend. In fact, it's very popular over here in Dubai. So that is at number 3. At number 2, to my biggest surprise, I'll show you 2 shoes. This particular shoe, I bought it when I started running. I didn't know whether it was good or not good, but I just saw that this was designed by Continental, that you can say Continental tires, and with Adidas. The name is Adiprene. Really, I mean, really durable. It's good for, it was more like a cross-training shoe. And what I liked it gave me a good grip. And what I also liked is, it felt nice. However, when you're talking of a long run, I didn't feel so comfortable. That is why I never wore it so very often. But if you're talking of really giving it an impact, the Adidas shoe was really good. And this is pretty durable, especially if you're cross-training. But the new one, which I like of the Adidas, the unbelievably amazing, this one I think is the signature series in Adidas. It's the Ultra Boost. This is the one. Highly overpriced. The shoe is highly overpriced here in Dubai. Adidas, I think I have to get the pronunciation. It's the Ultra Boost. It's considered the best in series, and the technology that they have is this foamy bit. You'd not believe it actually feels as if you're bouncing, as if you're on a bouncing castle. However, the only drawback that I would say with the Adidas shoes is it doesn't have a very strong grip, especially if you're running on a slippery track or on the road. It doesn't have a grip at all. It kind of slips, so you need to be careful of that. But otherwise, if you're looking at a very comfortable shoe, if you're looking at a very bouncy shoe, really bouncy, surprising, and I'm a heavy guy, this shoe makes your running experience effortless. And for those people who really want to bounce when running, trust me, these are overpriced shoes because right now they're selling at something in 900 dirhams. But this is a brilliant, one of the best shoes in running. And I never thought Adidas could come out with such a shoe. Love the shoe. This is at number 2, my favorite. And at number 1, now obviously, at number 1, it should be a very predictable answer. It's a shoe I never thought I'd wear, but the reason I decided to choose is because my coach, who's the legendary Jacques-Sophie Gilbert, or I call him Jugs, he recommended me to try the shoes. I was pretty skeptical, but when I tried it, I have to agree, I loved it. And it's the Gel Nimbus 16, that is the Asics. The beauty of this shoe, really durable. It holds onto your foot really tight. And if you put a lot of impact, especially when you're jumping and running and bouncing, it really absorbs the pressure. Very powerful, really a good shoe. Brilliant. I think if you see most of the triathletes, they love Asics shoes. It is very comfortable. It is very durable. It gives you a comfortable run. And I just forgot to tell you, when you run with the Adidas shoes, you'd feel, if you've not worn the Adidas shoes before, you would feel soreness in your calves. However, with the one and only Asics, the gel series, I think it really absorbs. Make sure that you plant your foot firm, and you just need to choose whether you're more of I think pronator or what is the other name? Pronator or what's the other name? I don't know. Okay, pronator or the you move your foot this way or that way. I'm trying to get the name, but I love the Asics shoes, and I think it's one of the best shoes in the market. So if you ask me, you're a heavy guy, you want to experience the joys of running, go for a Asics shoe. So my top four. At number 4, it's Nike, not bad. Value for money. At number 3, it is Saucony, which is brilliant. I love Saucony, and I would say any day if you're a starter, go for Saucony. Adidas, if you want to feel the bounce and you have a little bit extra money. But my all-time favorite, value for money and worth buying any day with the gel technology, that is the one only Asics shoes. Loy from LoyMachedo.com and who's LoyMachedo.com. These are my 4 running shoes that I'd recommend, training shoes. So let me know what you think. Goodbye for now.